Hey, Allison Verhalen here with AV Writing Services, and today I am talking about your digital marketing funnel. So like everything else in the world, the internet has completely turned the marketing funnel on its head. So it's something we need to talk about. So first of all, you need to know your audience. In order to get in front of them, in order to attract them, in order to lead them down that funnel all the way to the buying stage, you have to know who they are, where they're hanging out online, and what search terms they're using. So that leads into the next part. There's social media and there's SEO. Once you start actually creating your funnel, the biggest part, the top part of that funnel is going to be social media and SEO. It's not a one or the other kind of thing. When I was first coming up with this topic, I think I called it SEO versus social media. But it's not either or, you need both. You have to optimize your website. You have to make sure it shows up in searches on all kinds of search engines, and you have to be on social media. I mean, when people talk about search engines, most of the time they mean Google, but social media platforms are also search engines. Twitter alone gets 2 billion searches per day. So people are not just searching on Google anymore. A lot of them are, but a lot of people are also searching on social media for the brands they want to get to know, the stuff they're looking for. They're on social media looking for recommendations. And if you're not there, you can't be a part of the conversation and you can't show up in those conversations and you lose all of those leads. So back to knowing your audience, you have to know what social media platforms they're on. If you try to be on all of the social media platforms, you can spend all of your time doing social media marketing and not actually do anything for the clients that you have, and fail to attract the clients that you want to get because you're spreading yourself too thin and you don't really understand how each social media platform works. So the first thing you need to understand is where your audience is hanging out online. A big part of that is age. The older people are on like LinkedIn and Facebook and then Instagram, and then as you get younger, you get more into the Twitter, and then Snapchat is even younger, and now there's TikTok, so even the younger people are using that. Generally, the newer the social media platform, the younger the people are using it. So Facebook has been around forever, that's why all the old people are using it. I say old, but I'm on Facebook, so old is a relative term. We have grandparents on Facebook, but I don't think there are any teenagers on Facebook at this point, or there are only a few. So keep that in mind. What age group are they in, and what social media platforms do they like? If you're in the B2B market, for example, you're going to want to be on LinkedIn. If you're selling jewelry or cheap clothing or something that's a quick consumer good, LinkedIn might not be for you. You might want to be on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest, something where you can show off your goods and make it look really good and engage with that audience that you're actually trying to attract. So then there's the SEO side. You have to know what search terms are they using, and it all comes down to what is your product or service, what problem are you solving for your customer, at what point are they going, I really wish I knew how to do something, XYZ, or I wish I had something that solved this problem for me. Are they going online and looking for it, or do you have to get on social media to kind of get in front of them and let them know that this awesome product exists? For example, I just bought a fur buster because I saw an ad for it on Instagram. It was not very expensive, so it was easy for me to just click and buy, and it's totally relevant to what I need because I have a dog and I get long hair everywhere. So that's something that I did not know existed and did not know to search for. But now I have this awesome fur buster that gets all the fur off my clothing. So it's great. So once you're on social media and your website is optimized, you should also have a blog. Regardless of the industry you're in, you need to have a blog that helps you show up in searches, and it helps your audience get information both on you and on your products and services that you're providing. So you have to have the right call to action at the right time. So like I said, I bought something directly off social media. If you're selling something that's relatively inexpensive, it's not a huge investment for your consumer, it can make sense to place ads on social media that ask people to go straight to your website, straight to clicking the buy button. On the other hand, If you're more in the B2B business like I am, then you have to build those relationships with people. People are not going to want to buy right away. You need to reach out to influencers. You need to post on social media. You need to create posts that are not only leading back to your website, you certainly need those, but you also need posts that are engaging. They can be funny. They can be informative. You need that buy-in, and you need to build that trust with your audience before they're going to take that next step and buy from you. Blog posts are also great for social media. They're a great way to lead people back to your site. It's not a big ask. It's just, hey, click this link, go here, read this blog post. It has all this awesome information. You want to make sure that in the social media post, you have a really compelling, not call to action, but like a snippet of the blog post that really makes them go, oh, that sounds really interesting. Oh, I've been wondering about that. I want to know more about that. And then they click the link and they go to your blog. So that's one step of the funnel. And then once they're on your blog, then you need to lead them from the blog to the right stage of the funnel. So for example, if they're on your blog and they just found you and you sell something really expensive and it's a huge investment, they're probably not going to want to buy from you right away. So maybe instead of going straight to your sales page, maybe just say, hey, you can sign up for our newsletter and get more of this awesome content in your inbox every week, month, however often it is that you send out your newsletter. So that's a small ask. All they have to do is give you their email address, and then you're in their email, you're in their inbox, and you can continue pushing that content in front of them, pushing your brand in front of them so that when they do need you, or if they know someone who needs you, your brand is top of mind for them. That is the goal. So on the other hand, if they're searching something, again, it depends on what they're searching. Are they searching for a DIY tip? For example, if they want to know more about how to get the most out of their 401k. They already have a 401k, they have a retirement plan, they just need a few tips on how to tweak it to get the most out of it. Someone searching for something like that is probably not ready to buy, but they're looking for information. So they would probably find your blog post about 401ks, about how to get the most out of your 401ks, how to use 401ks to better prepare for retirement, etc., etc. So if they find your blog and it's informative, again, they're not ready to buy, but that could be a great place for them to sign up for your newsletter because they're interested in planning for retirement. It's something they're thinking about, something they want to know more about, and you can use that to kind of reel them in and lead them further down the funnel by, again, pushing that content in front of them, pushing your brand in front of them. And every newsletter should lead back to your website saying, hey people, just want you to know I have this sale going on. I have this new blog post. I have this new service that I just started offering. Whatever it is, that newsletter is incredibly valuable because you are in their inbox and you can lead them back to your website, back to buying. Some blog posts it does make sense to lead straight back to a sales page. And again, sales pages, if someone is searching for writing services, for example, they're looking to buy. That's something that they need right away. If they're searching writing services, they're not searching how to do something on their own. They're looking to find someone that they can hire to do it for them. So that's when you want to go straight to the sales page. And of course, the sales page, that's the end of the funnel. That's when you want to go here, buy, reach out or click the buy button or whatever it is that you want them to do at the end of the funnel. That's where your sales page is. It's that last step before they click buy or reach out to you or whatever it is you need them to do. So then we're not done because, like I said, it's not really a funnel anymore. It's more of a circle. And the internet has made this easier than ever. There are all sorts of online tools and software available that allow you to circle back either to existing customers who bought something from you or to people who, got to your website, maybe explored it for a bit, did not sign up for your newsletter, didn't do anything else, they just left. You can retarget those people. You can place ads in front of them if it makes sense to advertise. You can find out where they're hanging out online and just keep pushing your brand in front of them and maybe they weren't ready to buy when they first visited your website, but they might be ready to buy later on down the line. So if you keep pushing that content in front of them, you're more likely to draw in those people who are, at this point, they're warm leads because they've already been to your website, they know who you are, they know what they can get from you. You just need to convince them to take that last step to buying from you. And then also follow up with your customers. I just got an email from Amazon about that fur buster not too long ago asking me to rate it. And that's a great way to bring customers back into your website. Always reach out and say, hey, did you like the product? And if they did like it, great. Can you write a testimonial for us? Can you write a review on Google? Can you produce something for us that lets people know how much you loved our stuff? And if they did not love it, ask them why. Ask if there's something you can do better. And if not, offer them a refund. And it's awesome customer service. Offer to buy it back if they don't like it, if they didn't use it. They were really unhappy with something, just say, okay, if it's not something you can fix, just offer to take it back. If it is something you can fix it, make them super happy. That will make them love your brand, and it will keep you top of mind. Again, when they know someone who needs you, when they need something else that you offer, they're gonna remember that you treated them like a person. And people love that because so many big corporations don't treat us like people anymore. We're all clicks. Everyone is reduced to a click these days, and we hate it. So that personal connection is so valuable. So bank on it. So that is the digital marketing circle and how you can use it to build leads and convert those leads to your business. So again, I am Allison Verhalen at AV Writing Services. If you have any other questions, please reach out. We are at avwritingservices.com, and you can email me at info@avwritingservices.com. Have a great week and happy marketing.